It's just after 11 o'clock. Good morning. Thank you for tuning into Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Of course, also streaming on Sports 1440 AM. That is the YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook, X, Instagram, wherever you're watching. We do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Connor Halley, Josh Fenwick, and Sam, the intern, with you here. Coming to you live from the Sports 1440 studios in West Edmonton Mall. The text line, 1-833-401 1440. If you'd like to get in on the conversation, you can also reach us via email, Connor at sports1440.ca, Josh at sports1440.ca. Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online, wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Lots to get to on the show today. Of course, Monday Night Football last night, doubleheader. The Bucks and Chargers coming away with big victories. The Buccaneers in thrilling fashion. That is not why the Duke isn't here. He's not all disappointed and taking the day off. He had a prior engagement, but it probably gives him a little bit more time to kind of come back and bounce back and see what he wants to say about his Houston Texans in that loss. The Chargers, I would say mostly stress-free. A little bit of problem with the Khalil Mack injury for them, and couldn't quite wrap that one up probably as easily as they should have, but they improved to 2-0. Now sit atop the AFC West. You had the Blue Jays last night winning 2-1 in extras. With that, now 5 full games up on the New York Yankees for top spot in the AL East. You've also got another game up on the Red Sox, and those two teams will take each other on coming up down the stretch here. So a lot's going on in the sporting world. Of course, JT Miller, new captain of the New York Rangers. Canucks didn't want him. Rangers did. Now he will wear the C for the Blue Shirts. What a day. Josh, good morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, Connor. How are you?
I'm good. Fantastic, hey?
Oh, yeah. I'm living the dream, pal.
Life's good. I see you guys got some muffins over there. You got some hockey cards?
Yeah, absolutely. Greg Pilling, Oil King cards. There you go, camera. Take a look.
Swung by the studio. Little drop-off for you guys.
So shout out Greg. He brought us some muffins. So I'm full on baked goods today. I had banana bread and a muffin before I came in today.
Wow.
Then I have another muffin, and then I go outside and I see that you've brought in donuts. By the way, Sam, there's donuts maybe?
No, they're gone.
All right, never mind, Sam. There's no more donuts.
Yeah,
but life is good.
That's a carb-filled start to your day.
Hashtag blessed.
I took my parents to the airport, and I was out there. I'm like, Kalmar is only like 15 minutes away, 10, 15. Might as well swing by the bakery and grab a 12-pack of donuts. Brought them in right as the weekly meeting for Stingray employees wrapped up. And they were gone almost immediately. So, yeah, timing was great for you, Josh. Sam, unfortunately, not quite as good. And, yeah, those are all gone. I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone in the YouTube chat right now. I see Frank here. Hello, Frank. Make sure you hit that like button. As predicted, Chargers and TB both win. Hey, I was with you on that one. That was my prediction in 5 questions as well. I thought the Bucks might win that with a little bit more ease. Houston hung in there. That catch by Nico Collins. What a catch. If you have him in fantasy, probably loving that start to the game. Didn't do a whole lot afterwards. Baker Mayfield, decent night, 2 touchdowns in the second game. You kind of got that same from Justin Herbert, a similar type performance. Quentin Johnston, is he starting to become a must target? 3 touchdowns, 2 games. Had a huge one against the Raiders. Huge play. Perfect throw from Justin Herbert. It was a lot of fun. Deanocracy says, I got a rookie in my new fantasy league that's been asking me a lot of stuff. I told him to start listening to this show. He'll probably be texting you guys today. That's fine. 1-833-401-1440. We love the text. Keep those coming in here. We can talk about a lot of things. Maybe the VIPs, the MVPs of the week. Who was great? Who was not? Looking at the Fantasy Frenzy League. Always running in Philadelphia. Sounds like Triple C in a truck. Top spot. 2-0. As with the Defenders and Northside Jason and CB Radio. Currently sitting in top spot. Now, it's kind of smoke and mirrors because right now, we've only put up 199 points. Statistically, we're like the 7th best team. But we are 2-0. We took advantage of our matchups. There's always one of those teams that does that. And
took advantage of your matchups like you were actually playing.
Yeah, you see what you got. And it wasn't a very good game for Nicky Northside. He had a pretty low performance, to be honest with you. But Justin Herbert and the Chargers defense, 3 interceptions on the night, a couple sacks.
Oh, man.
Propelled us to victory.
Did the Chargers defense ever step up big for you guys? Holy crap.
You know what? I actually made a VIP decision VIP, MVP. I don't know. It was a decision that I made on my own to cut the Texans defense and pick up the Chargers. Didn't even ask the Duke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, I don't like that matchup against Tampa. I mean, it was fine.
You shouldn't like that matchup against Tampa. Baker Mayfield's made from nails and.
Oh my goodness. I love Baker Mayfield because he gets a first down. He's hurt, but then he still has to get up and like talk trash.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Or Will Anderson like celebrating after a play. Baker just gets in his face. Yeah, I got a first down, man. Like, what are you celebrating?
So both Baker and the Texans were a part of In or Out today.
Mm-hmm.
I said Baker would be a top 5 quarterback that you want leading your 2-minute drill at the end of a game. I couldn't say top 3. I thought about it. Thought that's a little too crazy. Top 5, though, I think you could make the case.
I mean, Mahomes, Josh Allen,
Joe Burrow.
No, his toe isn't working too good.
Well, I'm in a fantasy world where everyone is healthy all at the exact same time.
Is he clutch comeback? I love Justin Herbert, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't put him in my top 5.
He's led some marches for sure. I would take Josh Allen over Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I think I would take Josh Allen over everybody at this point, quite frankly.
That's fair.
You
don't want to let Mahomes have that opportunity. Can't give him the chance.
No.
Geez, I feel like Jalen Hurts has shown he can do it with
I don't
the
think
legs
I
and the
could
feet.
say Jalen Hurts. Those numbers are
not top 5, but
I wouldn't put him in the top 5. I think Baker's closer to top 5 than Jalen Hurts is.
I'm okay with Baker there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll always remember his drive for the Rams when he just got there.
2 days, signed 2 days earlier.
Beat the Raiders. I think they went like 90 plus yards or whatever it was. So, yeah, he's got that clutch gene in him for sure.
That man is made from pure grit.
I mean, yes, there's no denying it. And the Cleveland Browns wondering, what did we do?
What have the Cleveland Browns done? That was the most like Cleveland Browns move of all time. Oh, we won a playoff series or a playoff game with this quarterback. We're going to trade him and sign a guy that hasn't played football in a year and is bad for the brand. And guess what? We're going to guarantee him $250 million.
Yeah. And then also, he goes to Carolina and he's lined up on like scout team defenses.
Oh, yeah.
There's the picture of him lining up at defensive end. Yeah, Cam Tate rolling into the studio. Hey, Cam.
Back again.
The text line here. Lots rolling in here. But yeah, the Baker Mayfield journey has been something. Playbook Vic says, I'm so excited for the Sale versus Gore showdown at 1:105. Wish I could watch it live. FF versus PBV. I don't know what you're talking about, Playbook Vic. X-Ray Gogs. Hey, Josh, great job stepping in, filling in with KK and on Fantasy Frenzy. Remarkable job getting your flowers here.
Thanks, X-Ray Gogs. I do the best I can.
Slurpy Sean says, can someone explain to me why Ashton Genty wasn't on the field in the last 3 minutes of the game? Yeah, I don't know. My guess is that they don't trust him in pass protection. And I think if you watch that game, you could probably understand why. Yeah, I think the Chargers were kind of going at him. And obviously, if you get the chance to dump it off to him, he's going to make plays. But I think that's actually what it was. He had a little bit of a stretch there where he was heating up. I wasn't sure what was going on. I'm like, okay, got to slow this guy down. Can't let him get that momentum. But at the end of the game, I think it just has to be pass protection. Andrew says, God bless the stupid Texans for running that touchdown in late. I got my last catch from Irving on the Bucks drive to win my match by 1.2 points. Yeah, I know there was some controversy as well because the fumble Omari and Hampton had at the end of the game, they gave it to Justin Herbert. So people starting Justin Herbert that were in close matchups lost their game because they lost 2 points on the fumble. Not ideal. Scalding Gourd says, you're welcome, Connor. The human jinx, Scalding Gourd. Well, yeah, Scalding Gourd actually tweeted at me that he was picking the Raiders and tagged Raider Jesse. And I sat back and let it happen. I said, I know it's going to happen. Scalding Gourd always jinxes teams. So after the game, I just replied, you jinxed him. That's what he does. But I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think that... Don't think the jinx was going to be there. I think that the Chargers probably had that one. Paul says, guys, I've got Burrow down and out. Murray is on my bench. Would you drop Burrow or wait a bit? Well, we're hearing at least 3 months for Burrow. Do you have an IR spot for him, Paul? If you have that, I wouldn't mind it.
Don't put him on the IR. He's done for the season.
Well, that's pessimistic Bengals fan right now. As a Bengals fan, what are you thinking for quarterbacks here?
Well,
Jameis
in case,
Winston?
well, I'd be okay with Jameis Winston. I saw some reports that that they were engaged in talks about Jameis Winston. However, it was Brandon Douglas's idea first. He said it on In or Out at 7:40 that morning. Um, but in case you didn't see, we've signed Mike White and Sean Clifford
Yeah,
to
I
our
did see that.
practice squad.
I saw it.
Mike White, over 400 passing yards in his first ever NFL game against the Bengals. So not much has changed. Our defense is still terrible. And there's arguably a worse O-line than what he had with the Jets. But yeah, Jameis Winston, if he comes in, he's probably going to throw for 5,000 yards. Jamar Chase is going to have another Triple Crown season, and the Bengals will go 6-11.
There's people that like genuinely talk about Joe Burrow and the Andrew Luck parallels. And like the numbers, like the sacks, Burrow's been sacked more than Andrew Luck at this point in his career. And he's missed lots of time due to injury. Like he's taken these big hits. I don't know. Like I know that the Bengals have invested in the offensive line, but it's been all through free agency. And it's kind of like guys that they're probably overpaying for to get guys in advanced age. I am curious, and I know it's not the sexiest thing to go out there and invest in offensive linemen, but man, when I see it from a Chargers perspective, when healthy, Rashawn Slater, heck of a player, Joe Alt, heck of a player, Zion Johnson, maybe a bit of a miss, but I'd say still kind of a starting guard in the NFL. It's not as fun as Jamar Chase. It's not as fun as those big time weapons, but keeping a quarterback upright, especially Joe Burrow, when you're paying him north of $50 million a year, it just makes sense. We had a text in here from MTR. When are we going to talk about the elephant in the room? This might be more of an elephant on the room if Duke was here. Stroud has regressed terribly. Misses so many wide open throws. He's lost out there. Nowhere near a top 10 conversation. Yeah, and then I mean that's kind of why there's a little hesitation, I think, for me and a lot of people to crown these guys after their rookie season. You do it once, the next year, all of a sudden, teams around the league start to have film on you. They know, what you're doing. You've got to take that next step. Get better at breaking down defenses, making, the reads, going through your progressions. I think Stroud has all that ability, but maybe it is just a little more time in the film room. I don't know. But yeah, last night started off great. I mean, that throw he made to Nico Collins was unbelievable, and it was a fantastic catch as well. Finished the game with no more touchdowns. Went down 3 times. A QBR of 19.5. On the flip side, Baker was 60. I guess it depends what you like. Are you a QBR or are you a grading guy? Because the rating wasn't quite as bad. But yeah, the run game, they couldn't really get it going. Nick Chubb did have 43 yards, but 25 of it came on the big run. Woody Marks got out there a little bit. CJ Stroud had to run the ball. But yeah, I think the Houston Texans, for a team that won their division last year, started off the season kind of disappointing fashion against the LA Rams, and then to lose it like they did at home last night, Baker Mayfield marching down the field, not ideal. And, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, just on the flip side, nice rushing attack with Bucky Irving and Rashad White. Those two players combining for about 130 some odd yards. Baker Mayfield, when needed, was able to tuck the ball down and run. They've got some nice receivers. Emeka Egbuka, nice touchdown grab. Not a huge game, 4 receptions for 29 yards, but Mike Evans kind of doing his thing, 5 grabs for 56 yards. Bucky Irving also making plays in the passing game, as you all know. When they get Chris Godwin back, it's just going to be another weapon for this team. Now, probably not going to be for about another month or so, but if he gets back and he's healthy, watch out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that division, because Panthers don't look great, Saints don't look great, Falcons, we'll wait and see. I don't want to throw them out, but I'm not going to praise them quite yet. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we'll have fun this year. Football's back. It's so fantastic. NFL football. I know CFL's back. I know college is back. Jesse B says, you guys rolling out Trevor Lawrence or Bryce Young this week? The second half from Young was impressive. Yeah, I mean, Young wasn't bad last year down the stretch, right? Like we kind of started to see signs that he might be improving. I think Teteroa McMillan is a piece we're all going to like. Chuba Hubbard got in on the the air game, caught a pass for a touchdown. I think, if Xavier Leggette's the guy we need to see a little bit more from. He needs to take some strides in year 2. Hunter Renfrow back. I think his addition made Adam Thielen a little bit more expendable. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's early in the week. And Trevor Lawrence, I still feel like up and down. BTJ probably made a business decision out there. Probably could have brought that ball in, brought the hands down. I'll have to dive into this one a little bit more. So maybe in the break, we'll take a closer look. Playbook Vic. Oh, you're talking about our baseball. You guys have Gore pitching right now. I have Sale in our semifinal matchup, head-to-head in actual game and our fantasy game. Oh, what's the score in fantasy baseball, Playbook Vic? This is more the Duke's baby than mine. But if I check, we're up 8-0. One day, lots of baseball to be played, but 8-0 for Team Frenzy. Say what you want about the Duke. I think I can draft baseball teams. We'll take a break. Lots of text here to get in on. We'll continue that as we progress here through Fantasy Frenzy. You're watching on Sports 1440 AM on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Listening on Sports 1440, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Some people wake up and get dressed for work in a suit and tie or a nice dress. At GS Construction, we're less fashion forward and more putting our best foot forward. We wear hard hats and steel-toe boots, and most importantly, we wear 50 years of experience with pride. It's not glamorous, it's definitely not easy, but it matters. We do it well. So if you'd like to be part of something where your work matters, GS Construction is hiring. Just remember, when you come for an interview, ditch the tie. See more at gsconstruction.ca.
Listen up, because you're not going to want to miss this. Right now is your chance to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
The Lawnmower Hospital. Finish up the season with the Lawnmower Hospital and Ego, the #1 rated battery-powered platform. Ego lawnmowers are easy to use, powerful, and efficient. Transfer the battery to the pressure washer and clean the house. Don't forget the air blowers for when the leaves fall. Get Ego at the Lawnmower Hospital. Power beyond belief. Visit lawnmowerhospital.com.
We're more than repairs. We're more than mowers. The Lawnmower Hospital.
What's better than a family reunion? Getting the family discount. At Nisku Ford, you're not just a customer, you're part of the family. And we believe our family deserves the very best.
Our legendary employee pricing has been held over into September. So if you just got back from summer vacation, you can still get the Ford you want with exclusive deals reserved for our closest kin.
The coffee's on. Drive into Nisku Ford or visit niskuford.ca today. Above expectations.
At Fountain Tire, we're fluent in saving you money.
Fluent?
Yes, we've mastered the language of deals. Like right now, you can save up to 25% off select tires and up to $125 off a set of 4 select Goodyear tires. Plus, $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires. All until October 18th.
I'm sorry, I don't speak deals.
Spend less, save more when you buy round black things from us.
Oh, got it.
Restrictions apply. Book your appointment online today. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
It's time to rev up your engines at the Finning Sales Event, Tuesday, September 23rd. Take advantage of event exclusives and score big with 0% financing. Demo the latest Cat heavy-duty equipment as they celebrate 100 years. Plus, you can pick up your perk with every equipment purchase. $2,000 in additional discounts or free select attachments. Big machines, big savings, big fun. That's Tuesday, September 23rd. Edmonton Finning, 10910 170th Street Northwest.
Friday, September 26th. Get ready for a one-of-a-kind experience with 2 of hockey's most legendary enforcers. Century Casino Edmonton presents an evening with Marty McSorley and Kevin McClelland. Hosted by Louis DeBrusque, they'll take the stage for an unfiltered night of stories, laughs, and memories. Hockey legends Marty McSorley and Kevin McClelland at Century Casino Edmonton. Friday, September 26th. Hurry, get your tickets now from Ticketmaster.
Who should start? Who needs to hit the bench? Find out with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas.
This is Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:21. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online, willhawkbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc. Go check them out. We're also streaming here on Sports 1440's YouTube channel, Sports 1440 AM, Facebook, X, and Instagram. If you are watching on any of those platforms, drop us a like. I would highly recommend you head over to Sports 1440 AM on YouTube. Give us a sub, hit that like button. I'm told it could benefit you down the road. Maybe tickets, maybe prizes. Go check us out on YouTube, Sports 1440 AM. We've got a Bootski texting, and hopefully Jim Harbaugh saving Amari Hampton for when I really need him. Oh, Deanocracy said it was me. It was Dean that we beat, not Nicky Northside. Okay, my apologies. My apologies. Northside Norm says, Connor Halley, my condolences on Khalil Mack. Yeah, arms aren't supposed to bend that way. That wasn't an ideal sight for Khalil Mack, little friendly fire. That guy's a warrior. He's a true professional, though, as well. Probably done for a significant amount of time. Throws on the arm brace, gets out there, supports the guys. He actually takes the defense out for team dinners all the time on his bill. Guy makes a lot of money. Maybe he has a good hookup in LA for cheaper meals, but heck of a guy, and yeah, hopefully he'll be back sooner than later, and hopefully that's not it, because I know there was some talk of potential retirement after this year. The guy can still play. Maybe down the stretch here into the next couple of years, reps could be limited, situations chosen, but Khalil Mack, that was a tough one to see. Deanocracy says in the chat, all the cool kids are on YouTube. Yeah, go check us out on YouTube. Have a good time in there. You can chat with each other, which is, I guess, a little bit different from the text line at 1-833-401-1440. Playbook Vic says, just regarding our baseball matchup, score on day one means nothing. You're right. You're absolutely right. Things can go astray very quickly. Dwayne texting in 1-833-401-1440. What's wrong with Mike Evans? Should I dump him? I don't know if you should necessarily dump him. I mean, Mike Evans at this point, just go back. Like last year, he barely got 1,000 yards. Granted, he did it in 14 games. That's an average of 71 yards per game. What did he have last night? 50 something? Like, he's going to be maybe less of a fantasy option for him in the next couple of years here, for as long as he chooses to play. Like, he was unbelievable for a long time. You know, double-digit touchdowns, almost a lock. Even last year, he still had 11 touchdowns. Could just be a slow start. You know, maybe taking a little bit of time. We've seen that with other players. Terry McLaurin, another guy who getting off to a slow start to the year. A.J. Brown. There's a few wide receivers out there that maybe people drafted high and are expecting them to contribute a little bit. I guess it would depend, though, Dwayne, who else you have. Are there other players out there on the waiver wire? Do you have guys on your bench you can swoop them out for? But I don't think I wouldn't be getting rid of him, as MTR brings up. He was on Stingley Jr. all night. Stingley Jr., heck of a player. So that's a good point from MTR.
Mike Evans has 107 yards so far this season on 10 receptions. So he's averaging like 10.7 yards a catch for 53.5 yards per game. Those numbers are going to go up a little bit once they get into the zone. I think this is still rust knocking off time in the NFL.
Yeah. And, you know, look, let him get a few matchups against his divisional rivals. I bet the numbers go up. But right now, he's on pace for just 909 yards, which would ruin his streak of 1,000-yard seasons.
Guess what? They're not going to let that happen.
No, they'll force feed him the ball. Every single season in the NFL that he's played, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver. Now, at the age of 24, in just 15 games, he had 1,001. In 2020, at the age of 27, he had 1,006. Last year, 1,004. But nonetheless, every year he plays, he gets to 1,000 yards. He's like the Najee Harris. But people belittle Najee, but praise Mike Evans. I don't get it. Najee was good for the Chargers, especially after Hampton fumbled. Miguel says, Master Connor, oh, don't call me that. Should I move on from T. Hawkinson? And if so, should I drop him for Ertz or trade Javonte Williams? I've got some running back depth for someone like Kincaid if they take it. For whatever reason, Jaden Daniels does like Zach Ertz. Hawkinson, I think, has trended downwards, especially new quarterback. And I would think when Jordan Addison comes back in week 4, his target share could go even lower. So, yeah, I'm not opposed to it. If you have someone like, if you want to take the risk on Kincaid or you believe in Zach Ertz, I would not be opposed to moving on from Hawkinson. MTR says, what's up with Hampton? Even his usage is weird. Yeah, I mean, they've struggled to get the run game going this year. And then it's one kind of thing that they did in the past. Like last year, they always had a guy, Tucker Fisk. He was essentially a blocking fullback type guy, like listed as a tight end, but big body, and they would line him up. This start to the season, he's been out, like a healthy scratch, and they've opted to go with 6 receivers. So it almost seems like, in a weird, messed up universe, the upside down, Greg Roman is like leaning into we're going to throw the football. So yeah, it's been interesting. I like him when he gets his hands on the ball. Like he seems to not be pulled backwards. He's usually fighting for an extra couple of yards, but it's been weird so far to start the season. See what happens like when they go on the road and maybe they want to get their run game going. But man, I know it's not the sexiest lineup, but I like what Najee Harris has been providing as well. I'm not saying he's a fantasy football option, but he's been a good football option. Real football.
His addition of 28 rushing yards yesterday.
Key moments.
8 carries.
Key moments, man. He got big yards converting on first down.
Justin Herbert had more rushing yards than him.
Yeah, Justin Herbert plays
and
all
Amari
game.
Hampton. I saw this on the text line. What's going on with Amari and Hampton?
That's what I'm talking about. They're committed to throwing the football. It's weird. Like you got Jim Harbaugh and you got Greg Roman, and they're like, you know what? Let's bring out 6 receivers and we'll not dress 2 tight ends.
However, to be fair, it hasn't exactly been like Amari and Hampton has been finding ways to run good routes.
No, and I mean, to be honest with you, outside of Joe Alt and Mekhi Becton, it's not the beefiest of offensive lines. Like the Trey Pipkins is probably better than the pass rush, I would think. Bradley Bozeman at center, better against or with the pass. It's not the strongest group there, but I like what I've seen. At some point, they're going to, commit to the run and hang on to him. But I don't know. Like if you had Amari and Hampton on your bench right now, I wouldn't blame you at all. No name on this one. Oh, sorry, Jeremy. I lost out on $16,000. A $5 16 game parlay went 15-16. Pick Denver over Indy. Ooh, Jeremy, that's unbelievable. Like it means nothing, but that's really good. 15 out of 16.
They should have given you that money anyway.
The way that one ended. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, especially that goes in and he sees that it like, oh man, yeah, like I've hit another leg.
Yeah.
Oh my
and then no
God.
flag on the play.
Then all 16 legs finish and he realizes they just hadn't called that dumb leveraging play.
Yeah.
He's so much richer and he's coming into the 1440 offices with sandwiches and
I don't know why he's by us, but
I don't know. He just loves us so much. Jeremy.
That was the leverage penalty was called 4 times last year. It's been called 51 times since 2010. It really peaked back in 2016. Teams trying to get that advantage, jumping over the center. Man, Jeremy, that sucks.
Cost MTR $400. The leverage call.
Yeah, says it was trash. Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't like the Broncos, so I didn't hate it. And I also took the Colts, so I didn't hate it.
West.
Yeah, AFC West, But that, it's one of those things, if they don't call it, I don't think the Colts argue. I think they're just like, okay, well, we missed the field goal. What can you do?
Yeah, I fully agree.
Jeremy, on the plus side, it only cost you $5. And you get a chance to do it again starting on Thursday. Andrew says, Glass Joe boys. Like the first character in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That's what the Bengals have. Well, that's your quarterback there.
How dare you call Joe Burrow Glass Joe? he was healthy basically all of last season, and he was awesome. Basically, his career has come down to every other season he's injured, but those other seasons he's not. And then you remember, Joe Burrow is the man.
You know what's crazy? This is not old by any means, but he's going to turn 29.
Isn't that nuts?
Like, in my mind, he's 25, right? Like, he's not that old, but he's been in the league for a long time. 2-time comeback player of the year, 3-time potentially next year.
Would that be the most in NFL history?
I would have to think so.
Oh,
That's not an award you want to win too many times. That means you have to come back from injury or stinking. And sometimes Joe Burrow's the only time to win it only player to win it twice. Oh, sorry, Chad Pennington also did.
Yeah. Oh, and Paul Lowe. I don't know who that is.
How far back are you going?
I don't know. This is from Wikipedia. I just Googled it. And that's from Paul Lowe, or that's from Wikipedia, not the Google. All right, so Paul Lowe was from 1960 to 69, so that's how far back I went. It's a one-time Super Bowl champ.
So AP Comeback Player of the Year wasn't an award between 67 and 97.
Wow, then I have no. So he won it before that?
I don't have him listed winning it once for the AP version, at least. Maybe there's some other
different Paul Lowe. Because
maybe
I don't know. That's from the Associated Press. It says up top. Anyways, Joe Burrow.
Chad Pennington, elite.
Chad Pennington.
Elite category.
That's right. Unique.
I think Phillip Rivers won it from being bad. Like, that was what he came back from. Keenan Allen won it from injury, as did Jordy Nelson. Andrew Luck won it. Alex Smith, deserved so. Blew up his leg. Geno Smith probably won it from,
Geno Smith
not being good. He didn't write back when they wrote him off. Should he write back now, Josh, after last night's performance? Any ball over 10 yards, incomplete. 3 were intercepted.
Yeah, he should give it back. That guy's ass. Keenan Allen, your guy, he won it.
Yeah.
In 2017.
He started off his career like bad injuries, Achilles, knees, all the stuff. So when he plays 14 plus games, that's a win for him.
Famous dog respecter Mike Vick won it one time.
What did he come back from?
Dog respecting, obviously.
Dustin says, hey guys, couldn't agree more about the O-line. Look at my Colts. After Luck situation, they spent picks signing and trades on their O-line. Now look at Daniel Jones. Give the guy a good O-line and magic happens. That's it. Like, you have to keep your guys upright. When the Chargers drafted Justin Herbert, I said it. Take a tackle next year, then take a guard. Like, build up that offensive line. They nailed it with Slater. As I said, Zion Johnson, good starter. He's effective. He can play. Not an elite guy like Quentin Nelson or anything. But then they draft Joe Alt. Like, it's at the time it kind of sucks. And then you watch football games and you're like, oh, this guy can throw the ball because he has 5 seconds on every play to go through it. Joe Burrow, like, an unbelievable talent, but the adversity he has to go through every year with injuries, and then also not having a defense. So he has to be almost perfect. Can't turn the ball over. And even times when he is as close to perfect as he can be, the defense kind of stuff with nosebleed and they still lose. It's tough. Dwayne says, just saying that he never seems to have luck with receivers. Yeah, they're a fickle bunch. Got to invest early on the receivers, I think, if you want a can't miss. But you can't even say that now. Like, all of a sudden, Jamar Chase, quarterback gone. Like, he'll still probably put up numbers, but probably not the same with Joe Burrow. McCarthy down. He was an unknown coming into the season. He's going to miss time, so Justin Jefferson loses his guy. A.J. Brown, I think people would have had him as a top 5 fantasy receiver, if not top 10. He's been struggling. So, yeah, the receivers, hey, they can be tough. Husk says, CH. Oh, went to MTR. CH, loving it. Go Colts. Yeah, Colts fans probably not arguing with what's been going on. Mickey Northside says, Chad Pennington, one of my original go-to QBs in Madden as a kid. Really? I remember the year the Chargers turned it around. They won the division in 2004, led by Drew Brees, went to the playoffs. And the whole conversation leading up to a Jets-Chargers playoff game was that Chad Pennington Can't throw the deep ball. Can't throw it deep. He won't do it. He won't even try it. Yeah, he hit Santana Moss on a fantastic deep ball to beat the Chargers. Good player. Went to the Dolphins, had some good times. Braden says, guys, why does Hampton suck? Hey, he doesn't suck. It's early. Give him some time. He didn't fumble that ball. It was Justin Herbert who fumbled the ball. Don't blame the rookie Hampton.
So to circle back to Chad Pennington.
Go for it.
He came second in MVP voting in 2008. That's nuts. Michael Turner, James Harrison, Adrian Peterson, Phil Rivers, Chris Johnson, and Kurt Warner, all behind him. Peyton Manning, right ahead of him. Peyton Manning had 32 of the votes, and Chad Pennington was tied with Michael Turner with 4, but he still came in second.
Michael the
Or
Burner
tied for
Turner.
third.
Was he with the Falcons then, eh?
Yeah.
Do you know who drafted him?
No idea. The Chargers?
Chargers.
Wow.
He had a hell of a run against the Indianapolis Colts.
Who could have thought?
Hey, they had LT, they had Turner the Burner, and they had Darren Sproles in their backfield once. Pretty dang good, eh?
That's nice. How many Super Bowls?
Led to nothing. Oh, you're a Bengals fan. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Get an indoor practice facility and talk to me. Get a quarterback who can play more than 5 games.
Hey, how dare you? Yeah, once you get a quarterback who can win a playoff series, all right?
Series?
I mean,
What
playoff
sport are we
game.
talking? You're a Flames fan. Get out of here. Go back to Cal. No, we need you here. Actually, stay in the studio. Declan Kruger on the YouTube chat says, "Oh wait, that's
No,
just
that was
you.
me. That
You're
was
just
me.
on Declan's account.
Yeah.
Hit that like button.
I did. Oh, never mind. I didn't. I did that for the KK show.
Do it
twice.
again. We need likes.
Yeah. Here, let me move over to the vid computer and move over to my account, and then I'll go and like it again.
I think Corey from Leduc is just trolling now. Free rice. Yeah, 120 miles per hour. 6-car pileup. Kids injured, but free
That
rice.
was so dumb.
Nerds.
Where do you get off?
Nikki Norriside says, man, Santana Moss and Lavernius Coles, all-time wide receiver tandem. Well on name alone. Yeah, Lavernius Coles was good, man. That dude could fly. Santana Moss was good. And his brother, Sonoris Moss, played in the league for a bit. Before we get to break here, Braden says, 2 quarterback Superflex league. No QBs available. One team has lost Burrow and McCarthy. Please text me your answer, but we'll also read it here. Would you trade Burrow, Jacobs, Brian Thomas and $10 fab for Stafford, Hampton, Ridley, and Sutton?
I'd say pull that trigger, big dog. Oh, wait. Josh Jacobs? Never mind. Don't do that.
Jacobs, yeah.
Don't
You're
do that.
downgrading, like you're getting a quarterback, but you downgrade at running back. Ridley and Sutton. I say this as a guy who owns both those
You get a
players.
drop machine.
I don't love them.
I think Sutton could be a lot better when the Broncos, oh my goodness, figure it out. I think they're just on a bit of a slow start here. Ridley, I don't like. Do you ever just learn to stop dropping balls when you're that old? I know you learn to start catching them when you get to about Quentin Johnston's age, but
yeah, big play.
Yeah,
Declan DM'd me and Brandon. Two pass attempt or 2 targets, 2 drops for Quentin. So then when he scored the touchdown, of course I had to answer back. And then Declan's like, "Oh yeah, took him anytime touchdown." Cashed in. Yeah, I don't know if I would take that. I would try to probably lower it and make it less of a blockbuster deal and still try to get Stafford. But if you can avoid giving up Jacobs, I would try to do that. I'd be okay moving on from BTJ because I just think there's inconsistencies there. But yeah, I don't know about those other guys. We'll take a break. When we come back, more text. Easton, Jesse, King of Hornassi, and a few more. You're watching Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440's YouTube, Sports 1440 AM, also Instagram, Facebook, and X. Also listening on Sports 1440, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Ah, Hawaii. The warmth of a golden sunset as the waves roll in. The freshness of a waterfall. The lush scent of tropical flowers in the air. You don't need to travel to enjoy all Hawaii has to offer. You just need to order pizza. Bring Hawaii home with the Aloha Trio, available for a limited time at Papa John's. Try our classic Hawaiian, Super Hawaiian, or Hawaiian barbecue chicken for just $19.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, proudly locally owned and operated.
At Fountain Tire, we're fluent in saving you money.
Fluent?
Yes, we've mastered the language of deals. Like right now, you can save up to 25% off select tires and up to $125 off a set of 4 select Goodyear tires. Plus, $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires. All until October 18th.
I'm sorry, I don't speak deals.
Spend less, save more when you buy round black things from us.
Oh, got it.
Restrictions apply. Book your appointment online today. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
Every lunchtime, hang with Low Tide. Weekdays from noon to 2 on Sports 1440. Low Tide and Declan Kruger gives you the deep dives, sharp analysis, and Edmonton sports talk done right. Your game, your station, Sports 1440.
It's time to rev up your engines at the Finning Sales Event, Tuesday, September 23rd. Take advantage of event exclusives and score big with 0% financing. Demo the latest Cat heavy-duty equipment as they celebrate 100 years. Plus, you can pick up your perk with every equipment purchase, $2,000 in additional discounts or free select attachments. Big machines, big savings, big fun. That's Tuesday, September 23rd. Edmonton Finning, 10910 170th Street Northwest.
Friday, September 26th. Get ready for a one-of-a-kind experience with two of hockey's most legendary enforcers. Century Casino Edmonton presents an evening with Marty McSorley and Kevin McClelland. Hosted by Louis DeBrusque, they'll take the stage for an unfiltered night of stories, laughs, and memories. Hockey legends Marty McSorley and Kevin McClelland at Century Casino Edmonton. Friday, September 26th. Hurry, get your tickets now from Ticketmaster.
While the players gear up for the new season, make sure you gear up your snack game with Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Okay, this jumbo bag of beef jerky should last the preseason.
Whoa. Will Hawk has more than just beef jerky. There's smoked sausage and pepperoni products, too.
Well, how about we have jerky for Eastern opponents and pepperoni sticks when we face the Western teams?
Now that sounds like a Will Hockey game plan.
Will Hawk Beef Jerky. Because you don't win games with salad. Only available in Leduc.
The pedigree of a championship team is solid planning.
Set yours with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas. This is Edmonton's only sports radio station.
Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:44. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Also streaming on our YouTube channel, Sports 1440 AM, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Hit that like button if you would like. Text line 1-833-401-1440. And people fired up here. King of Fort Ness, he says, how can Halley not like the Broncos? Shame. Well, they're a rival. I mean, how can an Oilers fan not like the Flames or the Canucks or the Kings? It's division rivals. If you're a Broncos fan, do you like the Chargers? That would be my question for you. And if you do, you're a nicer man than I. Burrow to Chase says, hey, Connor, the Chargers are overrated. Remember what your quarterback did in the playoffs last year? When Burrow gets back, we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah. How'd that Super Bowl end? Burrow overthrowing someone?
No, he didn't overthrow anybody. The O-line forgot to block.
And then what did he do?
He got sacked.
Oh, did he?
He did.
But he had Chase open.
Chase was open. He
should have anticipated
broke
that.
Jalen Ramsey's ankles. He needed a half a second to see him. But yeah, he got hit going down.
I don't think the Chargers are overrated. I think they're appropriately rated. They're a good team. I don't think they're a great team.
Yeah, I don't think they're overrated either. I think they're properly rated this year.
But, give it time. They are like the darling for a long time. Chiefs fans will always remind you about that. Every year, Chargers are predicted to win, and then they never did. That's because Tom Telesco built good top-end talent. He just couldn't create any depth. So when the inevitable injuries occurred, nothing would happen. But Burrow to Chase, hey, I'm a Bengals. I don't mind the Bengals. I have a Ocho Cinco jersey. We're on the same team here.
That's nice.
I just get provoked by young Josh, and sometimes I see red. So I just don't shut up.
Guys, you should see us in the hallways. I like puff out, like a cat.
Yeah, like a blowfish.
That's right. Just getting big.
Yeah, this young guy eating all my baked goods that I bring in. Doesn't say anything nice.
I said thank you. How dare you?
He has good manners, yeah. Soggy Corpse's Danny Dimes will blow it. He makes terrible decisions. Plus, it's the Colts. They haven't had any luck since Manning. Curse franchises, they're easy to spot. Watch the Bucks in my Mayfield jersey, in my Mayfield Browns jersey to dry my tears. Heartbreaking. Soggy Corpse.
Why does he have a Mayfield Browns jersey? I thought he had a Colts jersey with Mayfield on it for a second. I was like, way to dreamcast, pal.
I thought he was watching it at Browns in Mayfield Common. That's where my brain went.
What?
I'm like, there's not a Browns there. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. That division, we had, I think it was Teresa Walker. Maybe it's been someone else.
Sounds right.
She was either the Colts or the Titans. All jumbles together, unfortunately, for me.
Oh, yeah. No, it was the Titans.
The Titans, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyways, we had someone from Indy, and they're like talking like if they can get decent quarterback performance, they've built a good team. Jonathan Taylor looked fantastic against the Broncos. Maybe that's the key to the Chargers running game getting going. Maybe. You got Pittman, you got Pierce, offensive line, defense is okay. You got Cam Bynum, the best celebrator in the NFL. He mimicked the Colts mascot this past weekend. We'll have to see what happens going forward, but I'm rooting for Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, as I like to call him now. Easton texting in says, "Hey guys, I'm the rookie in Dean's league, and he told me to tune into the show. I always listen to Low Tide. Well, glad to have you aboard, Easton. With Burrow and Kittle out, my team looks rough. Any alternatives you would think? Bench quarterbacks are Rodgers and Nix. Should I get someone else? Well, it would depend who's out there. Rodgers, I think, might be a guy you can plug and play. Nix this week has the Chargers. Now, they did a pretty good job against Geno. I think Nix is better than Geno Smith, so he could be an option for you there. But I would look and see what's out there. Worst case, rolling with Rodgers for a little while might be okay. Joe Burrow out, Kittle out. You don't like that one?
I think Nix has got solid rushing upside.
Yeah.
And things are going to turn around for the young lad.
And
I'm a Broncos believer this year.
That's fair. They deserve it. They got a good team. I would say this, just on talking about being able to run the football. If Geno took off a couple times, he could have made big plays. Patrick Mahomes against the Chargers in week 1 with his legs did a good job until they decided to actually spy him with Deion Henley. Then he eliminated that one. But against the Chargers, it's not a great matchup. Just want to scroll through here. Aaron Rodgers gets New England. At New England? I don't know. Check the waiver wire. Let us know if there are any quarterbacks available. Maybe we can take a look at some other guys. MTR says, I'm happy people are talking about the free 4 shirts, when in reality, he's lucky he's not in prison or that he didn't kill someone, like a certain player that used to play for Vegas. Most unlikable team of all time. Yeah, that I just kind of throw shade at it. I thought those shirts are so corny, like so dumb. And they're getting cooked on the internet.
I don't think I've ever liked a tweet faster than yours that said this is so lame.
It is lame. It's just like, did they not put any thought into what he did? If a player gets unjustly, suspended, or like it's for a headshot or something, like at least it's a football thing on the field. Guys sign up to do that. Rashee Rice endangered humans that are just living. Like, he's going to jail. So lame. Miguel said, Herbert didn't even see a wide open McConkey. It cost me my matchup this week, Miguel. Yeah, you're right. He did. He was wide open. I was also screaming at him. Take a second longer. Look around. 5-line McConkey for 6. Rainer says, I've taken Pitts every year since he was drafted. When's he going to break out? Or do I have to wait till he gets traded? Rainer, you or me, except I cut the cord 2 years ago.
This is the year. Kyle Pitts breaking out this year.
Is he?
I know it for a fact. I feel it in my bones.
Breaking out of Atlanta to a new team where he can get utilized properly?
No, man, he's breaking out. He's going to 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, 72 receptions.
I hope so.
I see it. I dream about this. And steak.
Before Kyle Pitts, you dream about steak? Nice. Before Kyle Pitts, my guy was David Njoku, and I always drafted him. And then I didn't draft him, and he had his breakout year. So I kind of thought Kyle Pitts might be that guy, but still waiting. Still waiting for it to happen. Hoping Drake London has a good year. Bob says, Connor, I've got 5 jerseys. No Flames, no Leafs. I actually have a Leafs jersey. It was given to me by my dad's friend when I was just
disgusting.
A wee lad. He's like, here, just give this to Connor. It's never been worn. I think it's in my closet. It's number 16. So to me, it was affiliated with Darcy Tucker for a long time.
Mark Giordano.
What? Did he wear 16?
No, it's possible he wore 13. All right, I wasn't fully listening. I could be wrong. Mark Giordano might have worn 33. I don't fully remember.
Well, he wore something.
He wore a number.
Probably not 16.
That's for sure. I know that for a fact.
King of Fort Nasty says, I am a Broncos fan. It's been tough. I've never disliked the Chargers, even though we share a division. KC, on the other hand, they've owned the league for quite some time. So I want to hate KC, but it's too hard because they're so damn likable. What is likable about Kansas City?
5 and 55. That's Mark Giordano, by the way.
Okay.
Sorry. Don't know who I was thinking of.
I'm trying to think of likable qualities. I liked the Kansas City Chiefs. I liked Jamal Charles. I liked Eric Berry and all that he went through to get back onto the field. Huge fan of Eric Berry. That might be where it ends. Tony Gonzalez is pretty good.
Andy Reid is incredibly likable. I don't know.
I
really
yeah, he
like
is.
Andy
You're
Reid.
right. Andy Reid's likable. Mahomes and his wife, kind of annoying. Kelsey,
well, okay,
annoying.
I think Mahomes
Drew
has
Tranquil, annoying.
Mahomes has an annoying voice. All right, he sounds like Kermit the Frog. Hello, Kermit the Frog here. But like his wife is annoying and his brother is annoying, and I think we project that onto Patrick Mahomes when all he has is a Kermit voice.
He in himself is not that bad. Have you heard the mix-up of he and Kenny Powers?
No.
I'll show that to you. Pretty good.
All right.
Big trade. Just moved Penix Jr. for Jonnu Smith. Army Darryl.
All right.
Moving on, quarterback, Jonnu Smith. I'm hoping he bounces back. Guy can be a red zone machine. MTR says, at least Mahomes' dad is a good guy. ... Yeah, he's had a few legal problems. I think he was going to fight somebody. Easton just sending back in here. Waiver wire for tight end and quarterback. Juwan Johnson, don't like the quarterback. Zach Ertz would be the one I'd go for. If you could pick up Zach Ertz and not have to give up anyone, I might go that route. For quarterback, it's Geno, Love, Prescott, Rodgers, or Nix. No Geno. I'd consider Love or Prescott.
I would take Love.
They'll put up fantasy numbers.
Love for sure.
Yeah, I kind of like
Dak
Love.
Prescott is bad, so
Yeah, but Dak will just heave it up to CeeDee Lamb or
screw it, CeeDee Lamb
George
down
Pickens
there somewhere.
Exactly. You'd think with how high profile Kelsey is with Taylor Swift as a fiance, there'd be someone in PR somewhere that would tell him those shirts were a bad idea. Yeah, you'd think so. But you know what? Do you believe in karma? Because he deflected a ball that went the other way and probably cost him the game. So
True, big time drop.
And doesn't she have a song about karma?
Yeah, Karma has a boyfriend.
And doesn't she have a song about feeling 22? And people said feeling 0-2?
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
The internet works quick.
The internet loves to hate.
Coming up next, we do have the Alan Mitchell Project, aka Lowdown with Flowtide, and Declan Kruger. That'll run from noon till 2. Of course, here on Sports 1440, or you can watch it on Facebook, YouTube, X, or Instagram. Then from 2 to 6, it is the Jason Gregor Show. Gregor's taking part in the Oilers golf tourney, so I'll be sitting in the hosting chair from 2 till 6. We got a loaded show. Kevin Woodley's going to be by. Also, we'll hear from Jason Strudwick. We've got Dave McCarthy, Speck, of course, and Terry Ryan will be there. We'll look at the NFL recap week 2 and a whole lot more. Blue Jays baseball, 5 games up on the Yankees, 6 games up on the Red Sox in the AL East. So we'll talk about that, the Elks, and more. Corey from Leduc says, wait till Rice is back. League's not ready. Yeah, he's a good player, no doubt.
League's not ready to what?
We're not arguing
Find him
that.
some more?
Thank you guys for tuning in. For Josh Fenwick and Sam, the record man, I'm Connor Halley. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Right now, we're getting to the Sports 1440 update. with Josh, brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhockbeefjerky.com. Go pay him a visit, only in Leduc.
"16 games in the majors today sees the Braves and the Nationals in action right now. Nationals leading the Braves 2-0 at the end of the third. Jays going at it again tonight with the Rays. Berrios on the bump for the Birds just after 5:30. The Cincinnati Bengals have signed quarterbacks Mike White and Sean Clifford to their practice squad. Jadeveon Clowney, who was signed by the Cowboys yesterday, says he expects to make his debut on Sunday versus the Bears. Over in the NHL, the New York Rangers have announced that JT Miller is the franchise's 29th captain. He had 48-point split between the Canucks and Rangers last season. Matt Grzelcyk has signed a PTO with the Chicago Blackhawks. Grzelcyk had 40 points with the Penguins last season. Coming up on Sports 1440, it is the Lowdown with Low Tide. I'm Josh Fenwick. This has been a Sports 1440 update.